Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 2 of Know Your Rookies at the Football Stop. Know Your Rookies is where we take one player and we look at their whole career, starting with the club they retired at and working back towards their first appearances, and ultimately where we will find their rookie sticker or card. Along the way we look for really important pieces, so perhaps it was their first Champions League appearance, their first World Cup appearance, or perhaps a competition in which they performed really well, each of which may indicate a card or sticker worth picking out and paying some attention to. So today's episode is all about Argentinian legend Gabriel Batistuta. Let's go. So hi everybody and welcome back to the Football Stop. If you are new to the channel, then welcome along. My name is Steve. If you are joining us for the second, third, fourth, maybe the fifth time or more, then thank you so much for the support and joining us again. This is the second time I've done a Know Your Rookies episode, and today we are focusing on Argentinian legend Gabriel Batistuta. Now, if you've never heard of Batistuta, he was incredible during the 90s in particular, where he played most of his career at Fiorentina in Serie A. As an Englishman, it was fantastic to watch him, but also a bit of a nightmare because whenever England came up against Argentina, it was very much a derby game. There was huge confrontation, largely because of the Beckham-Simeone incident a long time ago, and Batistuta was probably their best player, and he just always used to score. Really well known for his power and strikes from outside the box, some incredible volleys, and that long hair which made him stand out on the pitch unlike anyone else. But yeah, today we are going to take a look at some of the key cards and stickers, starting with his time or the end of his career, which was at a Qatar club called Al Arabi, and ending with his first ever card or sticker, which was at, well, we'll find out, won't we? But before we go any further, just take 5 seconds to hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's free to do and it really helps the channel. So here we go, Batistuta's journey through cards and stickers. Now, what I will say before we make this go to the very first one is that obviously part of the reason I do this is to inform other people as to what I believe is the earliest cards and stickers for a player. But there's also a large part of this video that is about research, and part of putting this video out is to connect with other people that also enjoy researching things like this about footballers, about soccer players. If there's a card or a sticker that you think predates or comes earlier than the ones that I suggest, then that's brilliant and I want to know about it. Please let me know in the comments below, or please drop me a message on Instagram. Part of the reason I do these videos is to, one, share information, the research I do with the community to help you guys out there, because hopefully you're interested, but it's also to engage with people, other researchers, other investors, collectors, whatever you want to call yourselves, that are maybe looking into similar players, and hopefully we can start exchanging more information. Anyway, let's get started. So Batistuta, as I've mentioned, finished his career at Al Arabi in Qatar, and it comes as no surprise I was unable to find any stickers or cards for him at that final club. However, again, like I've just said, if you're aware of any, let me know, because I couldn't find any. What I will say is that if you are a Prism or a Chronicles collector or a modern card collector over the last 5 years perhaps, then whilst Batistuta has long been retired, you can still pick up some cards or find his cards in those collections. So he featured in Chronicles, and I'll put a picture of this up here, and he also featured in the 2018 Prism World Cup collection, albeit they were autograph cards. So I think he has an individual auto card, he has a trio auto card, and he even has a quartet which features the signature of Maradona as well, so quite a highly priced card. But yeah, he finished his career at Al Arabi. I'm not aware of any cards or stickers from Qatar, but that's not to say they don't exist. So we move back a year to his time at Inter Milan, actually. So before he went to Qatar, he played for Inter Milan on loan, and it was a really short spell actually with Inter Milan, and this was 2002-2003 season, and actually because it was such a short stint of time, there aren't many products out there, and of course there is the Panini Calciatore sticker, which again I'll put up here for you all. Now I'd suggest that out of all the Calciatore collections which feature Batistuta over the years in Serie A, this is probably one of the rarest because it actually featured in the update set rather than the main or original collection. So we move back further then to 2002, where he played in actually his third World Cup. Yeah, that's right, third World Cup. And after this World Cup, Batistuta came out and said that, well, prior to this World Cup actually I should say, Batistuta announced his plans to retire from international football, international soccer. And at the time, Argentina were considered to have a really strong side going into that Korea Japan World Cup. However, it delights me to say as an England fan that they went out at the group stages in what was coined the group of death. And when you look at it, actually, it was, I don't know why it got that term. I suppose the sides were all strong. So there was Argentina, England, Nigeria and Sweden. And Argentina went out in the opening stages of that tournament. England went through and England beat them 1-0 as well, just to make sure everyone's aware of that. Now, interestingly, there's a variety of cards from 2002 that feature Batistuta. Obviously, there's the 2002 Panini cards, which is a fantastic collection if you've had a look at it, but Batistuta doesn't feature. The striker that features from Argentina is, I believe, Hernan Crespo, but he doesn't make the checklist for the cards. And I thought, well, if he doesn't make the checklist for the cards, he must make the checklist for the Panini stickers. But no, he doesn't seem to feature in that album either, I don't think. So if you've seen something else, maybe there's a different edition or a different variation of the album. But it seems to me like he doesn't actually feature in the Panini World Cup collection for 2002. But there are other cards out there for him. My personal favourite is this Czech staging one, where it looks like he's been subbed and is just sat thinking about the fact that his international retirement ends with a 1-0 beating to England. So that's probably why I like it. But there are various others from 2002, and I'll try and pop a few on the screen there. Given that that's his third World Cup, I don't consider it particularly significant in my opinion. So prior to the time at Inter Milan, and the club he played for during the 2002 World Cup was actually Roma, also in Serie A. He spent 2 to 3 years in Roma, and did fairly well with them. He won Serie A with them, played in the Champions League with them, so it was definitely a high point in Batistuta's career. His first sticker for the club was from the 2000-2001 season from Panini Calciatore, and you can also find a Champions League sticker from the 2001-2002 season as well, which I will put here. So that is quite an interesting one to signify his time with Roma. Prior to that, we're going to go to 1998 now, and this saw Batistuta's second World Cup appearance in France. He does feature in this Panini collection, which is stranger still given that he doesn't appear in the later 2002 collection, but he does feature in the Panini 1998 collection. There are others, or many others, of him at that tournament, but obviously Panini are the dominant force when it comes to stickers in particular. So yeah, the 98 Panini World Cup sticker would be the one that I would pick out. Widely available, not hard to get hold of at all. So yeah, if you want to pick up Batistuta at his second World Cup, it would be this one that you looked for. Prior to that, and I'll talk about the club he's at during these World Cups. Obviously, we've gone from the 1998 World Cup. The 94 World Cup in the United States actually signifies Batistuta's first World Cup appearance, and I've not talked about a club because obviously he was at the same club for the whole time prior to his move to AS Roma, so I'll get into that shortly. His first World Cup was in 1994. You can find some really interesting cards from this collection. It's significant in my opinion because it's his first World Cup, as I've touched on. It's the USA tournament, so you've got Upper Deck collections, you've got Panini collections, you've got Service Line. The Service Line collection in particular has a really cool card or sticker that features the team of Argentina with Diego Maradona in the same picture as Batistuta. There's barely any of these graded. There's one of the Upper Deck cards graded, no Panini graded, which I thought was really interesting given the significance people place on first appearances at a World Cup, and it kind of just signifies to me that maybe Batistuta is flying under the radar. Certainly when you see the prices of some of his earliest stickers, which I'll get into, I think that may well be the case. And I mean, let me know why you think that is. I think he's an Argentinian legend. He was named in the greatest 100 living football players, soccer players by Pele. He was, until recently, the top Argentinian player of all time, top goal scorer of all time, only recently overtaken by Lionel Messi. So for me, really is a fantastic player that deserves more attention, and hence why I'm doing this video. So we talked about the first World Cup, 1994. Now things get interesting. So the reason I've not talked about a club over this point in time is that he spent from the 1991 to 2000s at one club in Serie A, and that was Fiorentina. He is a Fiorentina legend. I believe he's got a statue outside the club. He stayed with them when they got relegated to Serie B. The guy, honestly, is a club legend for them. So I could quite easily have gone from 2000, 99, 98, 97, you get the picture, and talked about every single card and sticker from his time at Roma, but ultimately the most significant ones are going to be the first year. And if you did want to look at the cards and stickers throughout his Fiorentina career, then just check out the Panini Calciatore albums, because that's where you'll find a lot of them. There are some others. The Estrella one is really interesting, which I'll put a picture of here. This is from 96, I believe. I do like that. And I think it's probably a little bit more significant than others because it's the collection the Ronaldo card features in. But anyway, let's get to the early stuff, because that's what matters in my opinion. So he started at Fiorentina in around 91-92 season. And from this time period, you've got, let me check, I've kind of identified at least six cards or stickers that could be considered his rookie or rookie card. And to be honest, I'm going to class them all as rookie year, because in terms of which one came first, I really am not sure. But I'll talk you through the six for me that are classed or could be classed as Batistuta's rookie year cards or stickers. And I'll explain why this is as well. So from the 91-92 season, and arguably the two most popular so far are the Panini Calciatore stickers. So we've got the Panini Calciatore sticker numbered 106, which is the traditional portrait shot. I'll give you some grading information about these to make some comparisons. So there have been 25 of these graded with PSA. So in terms of his rookies out there, this is the one that's been graded the most, seems to be the most sought after, and is the most highly priced, I believe. So 25 have been graded with PSA. None of them have achieved a PSA 10. However, there are 16 PSA 9 versions, and there are 2 graded at SGC as well. So definitely the most well graded. From the same collection of that year, we also have another Panini Calciatore sticker numbered 350, which is the action shot. I really like this picture, and I'm going to put it here for you. This one, there's only 7 of these graded. Like I say, it's from the same album. The highest grade achieved is a PSA 8, and there's 6 of them graded. So it looks like most people are choosing to grade the portrait sticker rather than the action shot, and they're obviously less graded for that reason. They looks like they get similar prices, albeit the action shot is perhaps slightly cheaper. Moving on, we then go to a different collection. So we've got the Shooting Stars cards from Milan. These are the Campionato cards. This again is an action shot. Sorry, no, it's not. It's a portrait shot. I'm thinking of an older one. It's a portrait shot. I will put it on here so you can see it. I can't believe this, but they are non-graded via PSA, and there is one graded at SGC, which was graded as a 7. So really interesting. For me, this is a beautiful card. I really like this one. It's definitely one that I'd like to add to my collection, but it seems to be quite hard to get hold of. Moving on then, these ones are graded, or I should say dated 92, but it's the same season as the previous ones, Calciatore, in my opinion. And the way I've judged that is by just looking at the kits. And if this isn't something you do, this is a good way of comparing years when editions or stickers cards were released. So the Score soccer cards, there's 2 of these again, have Batistuta in the same kit. and you can tell that from the same sponsors on the middle of the chest, and also I think it's Lotto that sponsors them up here, and the kit the year after is different. So these, for me, these are all the same year basically. So Score Soccer are the one. This is a card with Bomber in the bottom right. It's numbered 364. I'll put it again here for you. Again, there's only one being graded by PSA, and these are relatively easy to pick up at the moment, and in my opinion relatively cheap. I think you can get them for around $40 at the moment, so I think that's a great pickup in my opinion. In the same collection you've also got number 84, which I'll put here, and there's only 4 of these graded by PSA, so again I would consider them rookie cards. And then this one here is a really interesting one, because I've not been able to find any information on it, but I felt like I should share it because I wanted to just share what I found basically. This is a German Bravo sports card cutout. So this is a German magazine cutout. It was sold on eBay and dated as 1991, and I know that they were being released in 91 as like wraparounds of the magazine, and it's a little bit like Onze Mundial for the Zidane rookie. So German Bravo sports magazine, it's a up close face shot of Batistuta, non-graded unsurprisingly. There's no mention of it on PSA, SGC that I've been able to find. So if anyone knows any more information about these Bravo cards, then or stickers, whatever that, I'd be really interested to know about that. So yeah, please let me know what you think about that. Finally, we've got another card, or sticker I should say, from the 91 season, which is the Valardi sticker, and I'll pop that here for you now as well. The Valardi seems to be the hardest to get hold of. It's priced, there's one for sale on eBay now, priced at over £200. So that suggests to me that it's possibly one of the rarest ones out there in terms of his rookie year cards and stickers. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's just an observation. There's none of them graded at PSA. There's none of them graded at SGC as far as I'm aware. So yeah, that's really interesting. So for me, they're the 7 that I'm classing as his rookie year options basically. And if I was to pick one for my own collection to classify as his rookie, I'd probably have to say it would be the Panini Calciatore Portrait, which seems to be the most popular anyway. But let me know what you think. And obviously, a few of you may be sat there now going, well, what about Copa America 91? And what about his previous clubs? And let me get onto that right now. So he took part, I've talked about the 91-92 season there. He took part in the Copa America during 1991, and with Argentina, he won the tournament. It was in Chile, I believe, and Argentina did win it, and Batistuta played really well at the tournament. However, he doesn't feature in the Copa America sticker collection for that competition. That's not to say he might not feature in other cards representing that tournament, but again, I've just been unable to find any on them. So if you're aware of them, please let me know in the comments below. But prior to that, he also played for a number of years in Argentina before breaking into European football. So he started his career at Newell's and then moved to River Plate and then moved to Boca Juniors before coming to Fiorentina. So we have quite a long period of time, I think it's around 3 to 4 years, where he plays for 3 relatively big teams. Obviously Boca and River in particular, 2 huge teams. Newell's, yeah, they're all big teams in Argentina, aren't they? All of which do have their own collections quite often. We know from Maradona stickers and cards that there are issuers of cards out there that are quite hard to identify and research. So I'm amazed I've been unable to find anything for Batistuta from his time at Boca, River and Newell's or the Copa America. So again, if anyone's aware of these, please let me know. I haven't just done this myself. I have, to be honest, I spent the other night looking into this and I was kind of in despair. Like, how is there nothing from Batistuta's time at these clubs? And I spoke to quite a number of other collectors that had done research into Batistuta and his time at Argentina, who also said they had found nothing for this time period for him. So really interesting. If you are watching this thinking, well, I know there's this and I think that might be earlier, then again, like I said, please get in touch, let us know, because I think a lot of people in the community would be really interested to hear about what you have to say. But with that in mind, that means the 7 that I talked about are all the same from that rookie year, which doesn't make things easiest. Which one was released first? I'd love to know. If you know that, let me know. But they're the 7 for me that could be classed as the Batistuta rookie. So I'll just do a very quick recap on that for you. So we've got the 2 stickers from the 91-92 Panini Calciatore collection. We've got the Shooting Stars Campionato Milan portrait shot. We've got 2 from the Score Soccer collection. We've got the slightly weird German Bravo magazine card and the 91 Valardi. So they're the ones I found that I consider his earliest cards and stickers. So with that, I hope you found the video interesting. I hope this was something that you weren't aware of, and hopefully we've just started a few discussions, which means maybe we'll find something even earlier. But let me know in the comments, which one of these would you be buying if you had the choice. Thanks for watching. As always, please hit that subscribe, hit that like. If you're not following us already on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, check us out at The Football Stop, and I look forward to speaking to everyone again very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.